Hey guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another account review in Summoners War. We are on Pocketpot's account. I believe we did an account review on this a while back. We helped this account a long time ago. I think we also did an improvement. Actually, I'm wrong. I did do an improvement. I did do an improvement long time ago, early this year in January. Then we again did a short review on it on March, and now he's back asking for another review because he got more units to play with and wants to know what he could play in RTA. Now that's one of the questions I get the most, and it's obviously one of the hardest one to answer because there are just so many styles that you could play in RTA, and it's truly dictated by your box after a certain point. Let's say that everybody has equal rune quality. The game you play is going to be dictated by which units you have. Not saying that you can't play like first turn or second turn, but like what type of first turn, what type of second turn. There's a lot, guys, there's a lot. And frankly to say, I don't have experience with most of them. I only have experience with a few since I could only say so much as I play with my box the most. I do play with a lot of other boxes, but I try to apply what I've learned through my experience on my box to them if I can. And if it's possible, I try to apply other things that I've watched a lot. However, am I an expert in that? Definitely not, because there's just not enough time for me to have that kind of experience. I will try my best to answer his question. I'm pretty sure he wants to get better. His best record in RTA was P2, and I believe before our improvement was C3. And he said after my change, after my reviews, he was able to get up to this ring, so that's very, very good. I probably did the usual stuff like play with a smaller box. Let's check how big his box has gotten, because he did tell us that he's gotten newer units. It looks like he is in a G3 guild. He's doing all the dungeons and stuff. Let's go check out his box as a start. We'll go look at RTA after, and then we'll also look into swap, because that's what we do now. I'm gonna look at LD5s first, because usually when people get a big improvement or a big addition in their box, is an LD unit. He has Kiara, a very, very cool, fun unit. He has Domain, Sylvia for Siege, perfect. And he also has Wunsa. Man, he is screaming Han, right? He has a Dark Robo too. Damn. Then for Light, he has Isis. He has Sean. Whew. Great units to have. And then I'm pretty sure he has most of the regular elements. Oh, actually, I might have spoken too soon. He doesn't have Layla, so he can't play that comp. He has Smycer. He has Oliver. He told me that he wants my opinion. He said he got an opinion from a friend, and his recommendation was to play a Zabala comp. I don't know. Zabala seems very strong with Gianna, Sierra, and stuff. I'm pretty sure he has Sierra. But yeah, you don't really need Gianna. I guess the double robos, the dark robo, and the wind robo could also work. Okay, I think it's a valid recommendation. Anything notable that he's missing? Yeah, his water units are pretty much stacked. Fire. Missing Tricks. Okay. Tricks is kind of fun. I pulled him recently. Fire, yeah, he has definitely most of the units other than the recently buffed Zeros. So assuming that he has very good rune quality and hearing that his friend recommended Zabala, I'm assuming his swift runes are decent. His box is very big. His last record was C2 with a 59% win rate, so we could definitely tell that he didn't play as much. 59% definitely means that you could play more and climb. His best record was P2 with only 230 games, 56% win rate, which was actually just 2 seasons ago. I guess last season is when he pulled a lot of new units and was curious on what he could play. I actually agree with your friend. Let's see how fast your swift runes are. Okay, 300 Robo, 287. Ooh, shoot. These runes are nice. Whoa! I think your friend is right. I would play a speed game, to be fair. And I think you could go very far with the speed game. And I think it's very popular these days too, right? With Sierra Zabala, everybody is using Sierra really well as it got the buff. 282 Zabala. Sorry, 282 Sierra. Damn, yeah. Damage heavy Sierra. Well, not actually too damage heavy. I would go speed attack. I like plus like 1600 attack if you're going full attack. It looks like you can kill the crit rate. I am pretty sure you could get your runes more efficient, where you could get like plus 18k HP without a HP slot 4. Yeah, but these are very good runes. You could go either these 2 first pick or this 2 first pick, and then, you know, obviously you'll go into these. Isis being part of your draft is also very nice, so you could deal with Oblivion units who wounds are very fast. Also Swift Will. Everything's on Swift Will. I love to see it. Okay, Sonya's not being used, which is fine. Wow, freak. Didn't we review this and said it was like an awesome account? I don't remember what I built for him last time, but I think this account can go far. His speed, his Swift runes are definitely a lot better than mine. It's insane. But I actually like the box. I really don't have much to say. I think it's definitely a pick and ban. I think the team itself is very good. I have nothing to say with this team. Like, the speed is immaculate. So many units that can contest speed that are really fast. Like, these are on your secondary and third, like, Swift set. The units that need to go first are on the really main sets, and I think that's awesome. Maybe Woonsen can be killed a little, because I think this unit is more of a counter or a secondary speed threat that you'll bring out if the opponent is contesting speed. Well, I guess in that case, you do want it to be really fast, because they are contesting speed, so you want to be faster. Okay, I get the point. But man, 293 Despair Nemesis. I mean, I like the speed, but I don't really like the stats. I like Moore's on high attack, to be fair, with the max accuracy. I guess you are just using the fastest runes that you have. Maybe you're forcing it. 293 is great. I'm not saying it's a bad speed for Moore. It's just that it doesn't have to be this quick for, I'm guessing, your other units that are putting some kind of debuff. Because if you think about it, like, your Masha is significantly slower, so there's no reason for your Moore to be that quick. Isis is like 10 speed slower as well, 15 speed, sorry. Who else puts debuffs in this team? Like, Robos are not even in the question since they can strip themselves. Oliver is also like 10 speed slower. Can you kill 5 speed for the attack build, is what I'm saying. If that's possible, that's what I'll do. Because you're not really picking this out to outspeed an opponent that is bringing in Swift units. Even if it's 5 speed slower, it will outspeed the slower teams nonetheless. Chandra, Violent. You have great runes, I have to say that. Villager is a little lacking, because it's very squishy. Like, I have these exact same stats, or even better, with close to like 90 crit rate and 100 resistance. So I'm pretty sure you're not using Bellajoy as much. A very high damage Leo, love to see it. I actually changed my Leo recently as well on Violent Nemesis, because a lot of people said no Nemesis, no GZ. But yeah, I really don't have much to say about these builds. I love the speed around plus 270s, 280s, even quicker. Kiara even being on the Violent build. Now, this is questionable. I sometimes think that it might just be better to go a Swift build and put it on a crit damage build so it could kill something as well. This is a questionable build to my eyes. If you can't get it on the crit damage build to kill something, I'll change the build, to be fair. It should be easy to get a hard-hitting Kiara on a crit damage. Similar stats on crit damage on a Swift build, right? So that's what I will do. But other than that, I think I totally agree with your friend that you should be playing with a Sierra Zabala type of team. I think also your Sean fits into that team very, very well. Just keep in mind that if Sean gets brought out early, Leo is a huge counter. So either know that you're banning the Leo early, or you have Leo counters. And I think Sean B showcased something like that, like Sonya. He brought out Sonya, a trap Sonya that was actually able to kill Leos, right? Just a really high attack. So you could kind of follow that build and try to snipe out Leos in the beginning. Because if you bring these two out together, 100%, or sorry, not 100, that doesn't make sense. 80%, 90%, if they're not speed contesting, they'll bring out the Leo. And in that case, you could allow Sonya to probably just snipe out the Leo, which allows your entire team to function as you intended to. I would go with 100 res Verd, but it is very fast. So if you want the speed, I kind of understand. But if that's the case, I'll just kill all the resistance, go with this type of speed, Vertihill with much tankier stats. Because if it's not 100 resistance, it's just no resistance, as everybody knows. Juno, high attack Juno. I kind of want to mimic this these days. I have a 280 Juno, but I think it's much better for me if I go with a higher attack Juno with similar tankiness. That's a little slower. However, mine's all tuned so that all my strippers goes in front of my debuffers, which sometimes I do think these days are not the best way to rune a certain unit, because Juno is more of a counterish unit to deal with debuffs. So if you're gonna use her as a main stripper, I think now I have an opinion that we're using her wrong. We should allow her to function more as a counter unit rather than, you know, just use her as a main stripper. But she is still very popular. I still see her a lot when I bring out, you know, Wedgeat or Veladril for the main strip role. So, I mean, it's really, again, your personal preference. But for you, because you have so many other main strippers, I think Juno being a little slower, and I think you got it there, is totally fine. So yeah, no questions there as well. Yeah, I think Sonya could definitely fit in this draft, but make it a trap Sonya like Sean B did, because I think you did use a lot of great Swift runes up here, so maybe it's harder for you to make a hard-hitting Sonya. And if you can, I probably would recommend to add Adriana. Oh, you don't have Adriana. Because I thought that if you have Adriana, it just fits the draft perfectly. But I understand why you didn't add her in. I'm pretty sure you had that in your mind as well. It's just that you never pulled her, so you can't. Oh no, what am I talking about? It's right there. What the freak? Yeah, so I'll definitely recommend using Adriana, the pure vanilla cookie, in your Swift draft. I think it'll definitely help you kill Leos if they do go through, and if your Sonya is a trap Sonya. I'll definitely rune Cassandra as well. Snipes, again, if they bring out the Leo, I think you need something in your back pocket that's either a counter to Leo or that can snipe out the Leo, and Cassandra works really well there as well. I think your friend knows what he's talking about, and I agree with his opinion. Oh, you should definitely play Hegang too. Definitely play Hegang. But I have no opinion on this big box because I saw the rune quality and I see that you could definitely support all of this. Let's go check out this account swap, because I am pretty sure you guys are very curious and how different it is from all the other accounts we've seen ever since I started this type of review. Let's just go straight into runes. I'll make it a little bigger, and like all the stats that you saw, you'll definitely see the difference. If you just look at the 6 stars, if you look at 100%, 110% plus efficiency, I'm pretty sure we'll see a lot more than like 10 runes that we've seen in the past in other reviews. We'll definitely see like more than 100, I believe. 130, see? He has 2,300 runes and he has 130, 100 plus efficient runes. And if we look at the highest one, it's 124, that being Will runes, Despair runes, and Violent runes. This is a difference, guys. This is a difference that you see. I wish I could show it to you guys. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger. Yeah, there you go. See? 130 runes out of 2,300 runes that have 110 plus. And if you go over 100, we'll see hundreds of runes that are over 100% efficiency. Yeah, almost 600 runes. And if you look at speed, 34 speed, 33 speed, 33 speed, 32. He has so many quads. It's out of the world. And if you look at the grinds of all these quad speed runes, they're all +5. They have max hero grinds, almost all of them at least. Here's a +6 there, another +6 there, but that's only 2 runes. If you go to the, actually let's just look at all the entries. Yeah, +5 everywhere. Oh, there's a +4 right there, another violent rune that could be better. But man, so many quads, and they're all despair, will, violent, swift, will, violent, despair, violent. It's out of the world. It's one of the best runes that we've seen in a while. 29. He has so many 29 runes, 28 runes. It's insane. I don't want to go into detail because it makes no sense for me to tell him to do more R5, because I think at this point it's not really a problem for him. I think he could easily get G1. Well, I'm saying G1 just from his rune quality. Pick and ban is very, very big at this point. He has to solidify his playstyle. He came to me because he had questions about it and he wasn't sure about what he had to play. But seeing this type of box, I think he should have no problem going a first turn heavy team. I would watch YouTubers like Obabo, because I think he could somewhat mimic it if he wants to, because he also has domain. Obabo is a heavy domain user as well in certain cases, and he's also a very heavy first turn player, so you could definitely see how he plays. There's so many Guardian players that play Sierra Zabala or Oliver Zabala, so I'm pretty sure you can mimic those as well. And even a lot of those people have their own LD5s, but your LD5s are in no way bad LD5s that fit your draft. I see no issue. I think your count is great. Efficient wise, it does seem a little low still here and there, but maybe that's because you are building runes that fit the unit more than just for efficiency. Because I've played for efficiency, so sometimes I might get stats that I don't need. It does sometimes scream efficiency issues, but it also might be because you are building it so quick. But if I look at, let's say something like this, you can see that there are efficiency issues as you don't have a gem. There are hero grinds. Same with this one, a hero grind. But that's a beautiful rune. Holy cow. You know what I mean. There are still efficiency issues. There are still grinds and gem issues. But I don't want to call that out as the builds look very nice even now. I think he's more on the issue on what kind of gameplay he needs to play. And that's why he's asking for this review. But I just want to reassure him that I think his friend knows what he's talking about. I would watch, spectate, with replays, Monster. You can look for Zabala type of teams. You can look with how people use Kiara Sean. I'm pretty sure there are people that use it together. But it's very important you also know how you deal with Leos. Make sure that you have a Leo answer, because it's going to be an extremely common pick against your draft, especially if you bring out something like this, or even not, because you're so fast. By bringing out Leo, they at least have the same playground by not having speed. Also figure out how to deal with Higgins, because Higgins might also be a very common pick against your draft, as you have various AoE strippers and Higgins somewhat counters that. But we all know that the Robos deal with Higgins really well, even with those strips, because they have pushback or absorption. So you might deal with Higgins a lot better. But that is all I have to say for this account. I think he's in a very good spot. I mean, it looks better than mine. I'm not at a spot where I should be telling him what to do, but my opinion is that I think your friend is right. I hope these recommendations or these advices or these opinions help, and I hope you could reach that red star, because rune wise I see no issue. Box wise as well, I see no issue. Play the draft, learn the draft, and I think you'll get it. That was it, guys. If you guys want account reviews like this, please join my Patreon. If you guys want account improvements, join my Discord, fill out the Google form, and I'll see you guys next time.